Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. We're here, we're live, we're streaming. I don't have another follow-up. I was maybe gonna throw in memeing, but I mean we could be memeing today. I did put Chien-Pao in the title. And Chien-Pao being back could very well be a meme. But you know, or it's gonna win Vegas this weekend. It could go either way. See, I'm Harry Doom. Welcome on in. I am excited for tonight's stream, mostly because of what we're not even because what we're gonna be doing during the stream of like playing actual TCG. I'm more so excited because of the shiny hunt that we're doing tonight. It's the first time doing it, and I'm hoping it goes well. I'm not expecting to get a shiny tonight. This will probably be a hunt that we do for a while. And again, I am not anticipating us getting it anytime soon. Let me before I do this, check out my boxes. I've been doing a lot of shiny hunting. I've been doing a lot of shiny hunting, and I've been failing a lot of... I haven't been failing shinies. I've been failing my specific hunts that I'm doing, but I've gotten a decent amount of them. I did some Dratini. I did a thing where you can put multiple alphas there, so I actually got these two shiny at the same time, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's our shinies. Specifically, I am hunting for a video that I'm working on, which I'll tell you all about later. The hunt we're doing during stream today, though, requires me to sit here with an empty box, because we are going to be doing fossils. Wow, so exciting. I have 30 jaw fossils in my items, and we're just going to sit here and press A and talk to this dude, and we're going to, do 30 fossils, and then we'll check and see if any of them are shiny. The great thing about this, full odds, the shiny charm doesn't help. And of course, we do have our Soul Silver reset that we're doing. We're still looking for Chikorita. We're probably going to hit 3,300 tonight. So there's that. I've been checking them off on the shiny dex list because I think I'm waiting until they're moved into Pokemon Home. Yeah, the shiny charm doesn't help at all for the fossils for some reason. So it's full odds. 1 in 4,000, whatever. I didn't put enough thought into it, but I'm like, I guess I could... I could put together a counter for this, yeah. Calculation increment 30. Every time it finishes, we'll do 30. New text document. Good old new text document. Parentheses 2. Yes. Cool. All right. And then we're going to add a text. Fossil. And we're going to have it read from file. We're going to have it read from the file. New text document 2. Oh, this is interesting. Huh. Aha. Okay, let me transform. Fit to screen. This should just be like A0 right now. What if I press the button? There we go. How do I OBS being so weird like that. Okay. Chat, we're doing some fun stuff here, potentially. Can I outline, select color, black, outline size, 10. Can I do 20? What about 30? Oh no, can't do 30. Can do 20 though. Match with the other black line. Yeah, it makes it look a little bit more visible. And then we're gonna long press to put this to 0. Because we've not done any resets yet. And then every time it finishes, we'll just open it up. I think it roughly takes us 7.5 minutes. 7.5 to 10 minutes to like go through the 30 fossils. And then we will check, see if any are blue, reset the game, and do another 30. Fun times. All right, and otherwise, I don't know what we're going to play. Absol box, Chien-Pao. Chien-Pao's a bit of a meme right now. Could potentially be something. I don't know. Could be back. Could be huge. We saw over the weekend that at least it did pretty well at some different cups in some different places. Do I think Chien-Pao is back? Probably not, but it's a little bit silly of a meme. My friend group does want to take it to like a challenge just for the silliness sakes, and I'll play same 60. So I did pick up the cards I was missing from it, because I was missing a couple cards from Chien-Pao. And so we'll see. We'll play some games with it tonight. I also probably want to play a little bit of Absol box. Just because I do think that is, like, kind of a fun deck. I've played around with it a little bit here and there. And also, we had some more info today about Mega Dream, the special set coming out in January, where it looks like we're getting more trainers Pokemon. So potentially, not even potentially, I mean, we've seen it, we just don't have the exact, like, what the cards do yet, but the leak has shown that we are getting, like, In's Zekrom. In's Reshiram already exists, now we're getting In's Zekrom, which is pretty cool. Gives some power to the In deck. Oh, it's about to be so sad if we were about to open Regigigas. Opening Regigigas in this deck feels so bad with a retreat cost of 4 and, like, no Turos to pick it up. I think, honestly, probably the best open for this deck is, like, a Frigibax, maybe. I mean, having a Chien-Pao open is good. I mean, I guess it depends. I don't want to open Chien-Pao, like, against Bolt, where they can just murder me, but being able to just, like, pull energy from the deck, and potentially, like, if we open, like, Arven, we can Arven for Buddy Poffin and Team Evo, and then I can just pull the energy myself, is pretty cool. We're about to see what this is. This could be Raging Bolt. Or it could be Terrabox. Terrabox it is. Terrabox it is. So they're setting up to potentially sob us, which is okay. We have some stadiums to get around that. We will attach for turn, bench Frigibax, which they could target. But, I mean, we have to. I mean, it is our only way to really set up here. Man, that kind of sucks. We did not get anything else we need. I am afraid to put down Pidgey, because I do feel like they just probably target the Pidgey if they're able to Torrential Pump. Which might be okay if they target the Pidgey. I mean, then they're not targeting the Frigibax. But I think we Ultra Ball for Frigibax, and we potentially try and set up the Pidgey later. We have Arven in hand. Yeah, I think that might be the plan. Have I touched Zoroark? No, we were actually just talking about it a second ago. The excitement of it having some new support incoming. I wish we were able to Team Evo here. That would have been really hot. With it having some new support incoming with Mega Dream. With In's Zekrom. Which looks like it could potentially be doing, like... Oh, man, yeah, they just... That sucks. They just murder me. They just murder me. The Crispin. They don't even have to use an owl to get there. And unfortunately, I wish we could have been able to put down one more Pokemon. But we unfortunately were not able to reach anything. Oh, they go for the Jewel Seeker, so they are going for some sort of setup of something. Alright, we have finished off our first set of fossils. Let's see what we got. Nothing. Nothing. And that's honestly how we expect it to go. So we save, turn off, and restart it. There'd be some stipulation if Zora could do 250 with no drawback, it'd be disgusting. Yeah, I mean, the photo's so blurry, though. Like, it could be less than that, but it doesn't look like a 1. But yeah, I feel like the drawback is gonna have to be something for it to be able to hit that level of damage, because, I mean, being able to... Like, imagine... Let's say there's no drawback and it can just hit for... Let's be kind and say, like, it can hit 220. Like, that's already disgusting, because then if you hit into it, then now it just pivots to Reshiram, and it uses Reshiram to, like, hit back for, like, a bajillion. There is no clean, like, winning with that. Man, they can just... What did they grab off of the Knocked Owl? I was about to say, if they grabbed, like, Night Stretcher and they just bring back Hyper Blower, then we just cry. Yeah, so there's got to be some level of a drawback on it. I'm very interested to see what that drawback ends up being. Because, yeah, if not, this deck could just go crazy. We'll attach there. They at least have to knock out. They did grab an Ultra Ball, so they will be able to get another one. Which, I mean, could just have them grabbing... Night Stretcher. There is a world where I could have Ultra Balled and, like, put down... like, another Chien-Pao or even Pheasantipity to, like, if they Hyper Blower to, like, pivot around. But, I mean, they can still target one of these. Basically, if our Arctibac falls, we're kind of screwed. Zekrom does 30 damage to itself. Oh, that would actually... Well, no, it can't, I can't. Discard Energy makes the most sense. Because damage to itself, I feel like, would be kind of, again, broken. Because then you damage yourself, and then next turn you use Reshiram to utilize that damage. Which, I mean, it'd probably be low damage, so which doesn't really equate much. I don't know. It's going to be very interesting. I'm excited to see more about it. Yeah, they just Hyper Blower me again. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. That's just sad. That's just sad. We weren't able to get set up early, which, again, why this deck is a bit of a meme. But if it somehow does incredible, but I mean, when this deck works, it works. But I mean, you could say that about any deck. You could say that about any pile. If this deck somehow ends up doing, like, incredible at Vegas, it'd be kind of cool. Be kind of cool to see. But I don't know. It's just such a fickle deck. I feel like it. And also, the deck's been around for so long. So many people know kind of like what its goal is. They know how to get around it. Yeah, I am excited though that they are doing more partner Pokemon support, because I mean, I said it, and it's not like it's not you know, I'm not the first person to have this thought. It was a little disappointing, the level of support that a lot of the partner Pokemon got. Like, Iono basically never did anything of interest. Zekrom was the only one I feel like that went far. Hop also didn't have a lot of like over long-term support. I mean, it was kind of something, but I'm excited for that. One pattern I find really funny is everyone who picks up Zero immediately tries to throw a Toad into it. I mean, Toad was in it for a while. I feel like it was only relative, which you might be able to speak more to this than me because you obviously know the deck more. I feel like it was only relatively recent that people removed Toad from it, which, I mean, that also goes to say Toad is really only there to deal with Goldango, and if Goldango isn't... Oh, what? Both my Turbo Energized are prized? That's crazy. It's really only there to deal with Goldango, and if Goldango's not in the format that much, Toad doesn't really do a lot for you. Doesn't really do a lot for rocks. For Goldango, yeah, it does a lot for Goldango. It's like a huge counter for Goldango. Oh, that's fun because it stops their ability to recover energy. And I mean, really, the rocks, yeah, can deal with the Toad, but I mean, you have to hit the Toad twice. You can get around it, but again, Goldango isn't that high in the spread right now, so I can see why it's not getting a lot of use. Man, I don't know what our plan's going to be here, because we're going to have to manually attach. And if they just rare candy, they just pop a Driflim. I feel like we have to go for a corner play here, which I don't love. But I feel like that has to be the play here. Yeah, I feel like that has to be the play here. I don't love it. Just to try and get some sort of setup going. Does the extra 50 matter? I don't know that it matters most play. This, honestly, what can they snipe with Screamtail? If they have 120, 12 times 2 is 24. That doesn't help you. I don't know if it helps really most places, but I do want to get it down just so it's out of the deck. Let's just put it on the Yveltal. Clutch is at least hits for weakness, so. Yeah, again, and exactly. There's not enough Goldango happening right now, I think, to justify the Toad. I think it's one of those things that you only, like, really add in if you're expecting to run into a lot of Goldango. Well, how are you doing? But that could change with Phantasmal Flames, with the Mega Banir, or the Mega Lopunny. I don't know if it's going to have that much of an effect. I mean, because Mawile didn't really have that much of an effect on it, on, like, Goldango, like, having a huge resurgence. I would just imagine a lot of people just playing the regular Lopunny. So, again, I don't see the Toad being as necessary anymore, because I just don't see Goldango coming back as strong as it was. They are clutched, so they can't retreat here, which is nice. They were, of course, able to set up the Guardy. They do have 3 energy there. They can put 2, and then they can snipe for 160. So they could kill our Yveltal. I'm hoping they don't. They might go for a monkey, which is why I did want to put down 2 monkeys. Especially since none have energy on them right now. But they could just end up going for the Yveltal just to get rid of the clutch. They do. And also no damage that I can just monkey across. Cool. Hey, we got another Yveltal though, which is nice. Man, I really don't know. I mean, we clutch and kill, but I mean, then they can put whoever they want up. I think we have to go for the Iono counter catcher play. Iono and hope to hit counter catcher. I think that's really our big saving grace here, and just try and counter catcher Fez. But we whiff the counter catcher, so it doesn't super matter. It doesn't super matter. But I mean, then we just kill it, and they can do whatever they want. I don't like that. But I mean, if we also just pass, then they can still do whatever they want, so I guess at least let's take a prize. This is not bad. This is not good. For a matchup that is on paper should be in our favor, but nothing's ever in your favor with Gardevoir. People are saying Zekrom looks like 250, but with can only Photon Blaster text, you have to switch it. Because we Pet Yveltal or Balloon. Yeah, there's so many ways around that. I feel like that even, with Yveltal being in Impact, like, I feel like that's too powerful. I don't know. No, that's what I'm saying on paper. You know, on paper, weakness, you know, you're like, we've got it. But, I mean, you can just put anything there. Nah, blank loses to Guardy. Like, nothing beats Guardy. All these decks that were supposed to beat Guardy. If we would have had the Turbo Energize, we would be in a lot better of a spot. Especially considering that they did set up the Guardy so quickly, we could have absolutely knocked it. But I mean, this being a Drifblim build and a Frillish build, I don't even know how long that would have helped us, because they would have shut off items for us. We do have multiple bosses. There's a lot we could have done. Zoro beats Guardy? No. Zoro loses to Guardy. Everything loses to Guardy. Nothing beats Gardevoir. Even bring back Reggie Drago, still loses. Everything loses to Guardy. ADP loses to Guardy. Nothing beats Guardy. Ooh, and I don't know. I've seen this build as just Frillish for Dango. I mean, yeah, I guess Frillish mainly helps that. I've seen a lot more Frillish lately than anything else. Even in my, I went to a challenge. When did I go to a challenge? Friday? No, Saturday? I think it was Friday. Friday I went to a challenge, and there were like 3 people on Guardy, and it was all the fish build. I'm like, what are we doing? Why are we all out here with the fish? Why are we all out here with the fish? Okay. Yeah. We're a bit screwed. We're a bit screwed. Okay, Counter Catcher is half of what we were looking for. Would have been cool to do more with that than we did. Yeah. That is, unfortunately, I feel like the game. We could go for a Counter Catcher on Fez, just hope that they whiff the energy somehow. So much energy they have in discard. They have 5, so I mean, anything else that we put up, they can easily just Guardy. So we just have to hope that for some reason they don't have energy in hand. I don't know why they wouldn't, but we just have to hope that for some reason they don't have energy in hand. And can't get energy in hand. Having no Turbo Energize is kinda bad. Kinda bad. No, I didn't want to talk to you again, bud. I wanted to check and see if we got a shiny. No shiny! Let's restart and do it again! But if you'll just show me an energy, I'll just leave. If you'll just show me the energy, I'll leave. 6 times 3 is 180, right? Yeah. Thank you. I feel like they were listening to me. They were like, "Oh yeah, we'll show you. We'll Iona really quickly." Alright, time to start restoring some fossils. Time to start restoring fossils. Wow. Heads. I am going to a challenge on Saturday. I don't know what I'm gonna play to it yet, though. I don't know what I'm gonna play to it. I know I'm gonna miss some of Vegas, but that's okay. I'll catch up later in the night. I'm not having a blast with a lot of things right now. Like, the Mega format for me just hasn't been super exciting. Like, card-wise, there are some really cool cards that came out that just, I personally haven't found a deck that I really jived with during this format. Yo, a Rocky Helmet? A Rocky Helmet? Oh no, a Lucky Helmet. Draw 2 cards. That's wild. Could go for an Eerie now. The likelihood of them having items is low. An Arvin. Wow, thanks. Thanks, bud. Thanks for showing up when I needed you. Thanks for showing up when I needed you. I actually don't know what this matchup would be. I assume we're still going an Absol route. I'm trying to think if Monkey matters. Because obviously they're going Hydreigon, and I can't remember how much damage they do. I can't remember if it's 110 or 130. I mean, no matter what, Monkey does die to that. I feel like we definitely want Absol. Definitely want Absol. Definitely want Kanga. This potential draw. Our hand's also not super strong. They only have 3-card hands, so we could have time to fetch Monkey, Latias, Kangaskhan, like, move around some, retreat into Mega, draw 2, fetch Absol in, have damage on it that we can Monkey off. I don't know. I think this is potential. I don't know. I could be wrong. Do you want Absol? Absolutely. I got a shiny Mega, not a Mega. I got a shiny Mawile earlier today. Okay, just attach pass. That feels real good. That feels real good. I'm a big fan of that. I would love to find boss and just boss that, kill that. Well, that is potential for finding boss. Oh, isn't it? Mist Energy could also be big in stopping their attack. Because I want the Lively Stadium. How many boss do I have in deck right now? All 3. So we could potentially find boss. Finding boss would be pretty huge. Let's go. They might just concede. No energy for you. And we get to throw something away. I'm sorry, what is this? When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach any basic energy. We're gonna get rid of Rare Candy. I don't care if you boss me, but I do care about you getting a Rare Candy. I do care about you popping up to your top position. I do care a lot about that. I mean, if they don't get a basic down, if they don't top deck a Lily or an I don't know what they play. If they don't top deck another Pokemon, that is just game, because we just have game on field. I mean, that didn't feel great. Our opponent didn't really get to set anything up. Those type of wins always feel kind of like, yeah, we won. I guess, technically, we won. Our opponent didn't do anything, but we won. Woo. Like, it was like a donk asterisk. It was a donk 2 turns later. Yeah, I would like to play some, I do plan to try and play some Zork soon. I really just have not been locked. I've not been locked. Ever since ZA came out, I have not been locked on the TCG. And then tomorrow night we're streaming, we're going back to Hardcore. And then Friday we're streaming and we're going to be checking out Phantasmal Flames. So I don't know what decks we'll be playing on Friday. But I'm excited. Rocket! Oh, they were at the challenge I was at on Friday. And I want to be clear here. The store that I went to is a store that is pretty... It's not the biggest store in my area where sweats normally are. And I say sweats kindly. Like, this isn't like, oh, sweaty. Like, they're taking the game. I take the game seriously. And I am happy about that. But, like, typically, like, big players in our area tend to show up to the store that I was at. There were multiple people playing Mewtwo there. I'm like, what year is it? I mean, this deck also came out this year, so what am I talking about? My precious trolley's prized. It's in my hand. I think Pokegear could be good next turn. Potentially go for a boss. What is Mewtwo weak to? Ooh, it is weak to darkness. Nice, that's good. I mean, we are, though, weak to grass. So I think we definitely want to patch Yveltal up for this, have Yveltal do the dirty work here. Or not, yeah. Do I ever want 2 monkeys here? Do I ever want 2 monkeys here? I feel like we won't have enough damage to have 2 monkeys here. Maybe, though. I mean, honestly, though, we might want to go with Kanga as our attacker. Because I would hate to leave Absol up front and hitting weakness and dying to them. Mega Kanga might want to be our attacker. And so Kanga would take hits, so we would take damage off Monkey. We might want to go that route. That might be best case scenario, is to attack with Kanga instead of attacking with weakness. Oh, we can also enhance Hammer that and get that away. I do dig that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. I almost clicked clutch. I really don't know if I want. I think this is the smartest route. Because I want to say it's 30 times the amount of rocket Pokemon you have. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. That's 300. That's knockout. So I mean, they already have knockout there. So I think we do want to go with Mega Kangaskhan and then just set some other energy up. Like next turn, potentially Arven for energy switch, And then also do an attachment on Monkey. That could be the play. It could be the play. No shiny Durant. Okay, but that was just a pass back. That was just an attached pass. Let's go. Let's run Aaron. We could Lilies. Could Lilies potentially hit more of what we need? Arven gets a guaranteed attack here, but I think getting more of what we need, energy switch and energy attachment. And I wish we could have just hit something else so that way we could have bossed and killed this guy before they became a threat. I don't even know if we grab Energy Switcher. I think we grab Earthen Vessel to put 2 energy in hand. So we can attach and then have one for next turn, attach and then Lily. Get rid of the Nest Ball or the other Yveltal. The other Yveltal is probably fine. Keep the Nest Ball in case the spot opens and we want to like grab Bez or something. We have 2 Mist Energy, that's just fun for attachment. I don't think it really does anything super positive for us down the road. Let's put Lively Stadium in play. Just cause. And where do we want the other Bravery Charm? Do we want it on active? I feel like we never need it on active. 36, yeah. I don't know, let's hold on to it for now and determine next turn where we want to put it. Because I'm like, what if they have like, what if they for some reason play like Tool Scrapper, for instance? And they play it and they drop it early. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, we got the Psyduck, a worthless card in this matchup. Great card, worthless card in this matchup. Only 4 cards in hand. They didn't have a lot to do last turn. They have no grass energy, or basic energy rather. Can be any. It's not necessarily just grass as any basic energy. But they do have a Giovanni. Do they grab Absol here to kill? Do they kill a monkey? Because I feel like they're not doing enough damage. I mean, they could get something off the factory here. Also, don't know if it shows right here when it shows the Tyrant. I don't know if we'll know if it's shiny or not just off that. Okay, dope. They whiffed. Whiff. And then we'll retreat here. And then we will run Aaron. And then we'll gear for boss. Grab boss. Then we'll just boss and get rid of this because again they have no energy in discard. They have no energy in discard. So we'll boss you. We'll go ahead and move this damage. I guess here. We'll go ahead and put this here to protect the energy on there. And we'll rapid fire combo. Oh, how much damage can we do? I was really hoping for like 5 heads. I was really hoping to do like 500 plus damage just for the sake of it. So only 2 cards in hand. Of course, if they do play Rocket's card, they do get to make use of the factory, which, you know, good for them. Bad for me. What does the Wondrous Patch do for them in this matchup? Oh, Wondrous Patch is... I always mistake Wondrous Patch in the time thing that allows them to, like, devolve a Psychic. I was like, what Psychic are they devolving? Spamming. Green eggs and spam, if you know what I mean. Okay. Darkness. I think we're going to attach it to Mega Absol. I think we want an attachment to Absol. Because we don't have any damage here to move anyways. We can always, like, energy switch later. I think we do just boss and kill Spidops. Just keep them feeling in a bad spot. Or, I mean, 3... No, I think we boss and kill Spidops. They do have a second grass, but they can only bring back 1 grass. So we might as well just keep them in a bad position. Might as well, like, why would we let them out of a bad position? Do 500 damage. Let's go. 400 or 350 damage. Our opponent just unfortunately has not been able to set anything up, and they have not been able to refill their hand in a while. Yeah, that felt bad for both sides of the field there. Definitely went the right path though, attacking with Kanga. Definitely the right path, attack with Kanga. That's a fun app. Heads. Bring my Jaw Fossil back to life. Again, I don't know if when it pops up here, if we would be able to see the shiny, or if it just always shows as Tarantum, or if it would show the shiny there. But I mean, I don't really care. If we you know, spent, I think it was 600k to get all 30. We do have Turbo Energize in hand and an Energy in hand, which is really nice if we could put down any other basic Pokemon. Our opponent did decide to go first as well. Why would they go first playing Dragapult? What? Did they misclick? Why would they want to go first playing Dragapult? I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay. I do like 2 gears. I do like 2 gears. Nice. There it was. There it was. Second try. Second try is the charm. We already have energy, bravery charm. Definitely Absol, definitely Kanga, definitely Monkey. Probably a Psyduck. I already have one, though. I already have one. Thank you, though. Fetch. We already have 1 Monkey in play. Well, maybe not second Monkey, then. Maybe a Yveltal just for pivoting. I mean, we can always just Petch Absol, which will have 2 energy on it. So maybe not Yveltal. Maybe just a second Monkey. Energy Switch is in deck. So, I think this is fine. That there. That there. That there. Turbo Energize. I have, it's kind of a bit crazy how many shinies I have right now. And I've only been focusing on looking for specific Pokemon, and I have not had a lot of luck finding them. I was doing a big extra hunt earlier today and was unsuccessful. Iono! I'm okay with that. Let's go. They're like, okay, I don't need this Dusclops. But I'm okay with. Badoo I'm okay with. I'm okay getting hit with Badoo. Because actually, we'll we just patch Absol up to active. Where do we retreat into Kenga and try and find boss? We have attachment for turn. I think we push the 10 damage to Fez. Retreat to Kenga and try and find boss to deal with Dragloak. I think that is the strongest thing we can do. Let's go. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. You don't need that. Although, Fez to rare candy? Arven for Ultra Ball? Or actually just Hilda for... Yeah. No way you can attack without the rare candy. You can get your evolution, but like Hilda for Dragapult and for Neo Upper? No thanks. Because I'm pretty sure we saw from the Mulligan that they do play Hilda, yeah. I'm currently hunting Skarmory and Chespin. That is one of my next hunts I need to do. Oh wait, let me show you right now. If you're paying attention, Welsh. No shiny Tyrants! I'll show you my shiny boxes. Look at that, I got shiny Totodile yesterday. That was pretty cool. I was hunting for Chikorita. Well, I was hunting for Chikorita and Totodile. Because I want the 3 new the starters that have Megas now. I got this Mega Mall while, like, before stream while we were eating. I was doing some resets. My pal, Malamar. And I got this Aggron also when I was trying to hunt for Chikorita. And then I got a shiny Alpha Metagross. No way you hit rare candy. I mean, clearly you did. Yo, you're gonna Hyper Blower me? I mean, if you Hyper Blower me, I'm just gonna give you Kanga. And, okay, that's fine with me. You can have Kangaskhan. Or I'll give you Psyduck, actually. I'll freely give you Psyduck. Alright, so we know they have Fez in hand. Okay. They no longer have Fez in hand. Cool. Just give me Darkness Energy. And I'll just push Darkness Energy over. Or I'll just push the damage over to kill the Badoo. Cool. Bye, Badoo. Give me that Iron Bundle. I want them. I want that bundle. Give it to me. Probably Countercatcher. Dracloak does nothing for you here. Countercatcher so that way you can't Countercatcher Psyduck. Although at this point, I don't think Psyduck really is an issue for them. They really don't have a ton of time to set it up. In hand was Dracloak. They do get a Fez. I mean, that is probably why they put Fez back down, though, is they realized that I would Claw of Darkness and get rid of the Fez. But I honestly, with that hand, had they had Fez, Dracloak, Countercatcher, yeah, it's probably Fez that goes. Like, yeah, we're gonna get rid of that. So this is smarter than to put it back down. They're just gonna Jet Headbutt. Do we ever enhance Hammer to get rid of that? Or do we save it for a Neo Upper? They just grab Dragapult, but we know the likelihood of them playing more than 2 rare candies. Oh wait, you play more than 2 rare candies. I feel like getting the second monkey set up other than like discarding out of their hand is pretty strong. Then we'll also set up Lively Stadium. No free energy for you. You got a Lilies for it. Because they can Hilda for Neo Upper and Dracloak. We don't want that. Which they also had Dracloak in hand still from earlier, but still, beside the point. They do have a Lily, though. I assume you Lily before you do anything else. I didn't take a knockout. Countercatcher's pretty good. Getting rid of a monkey is pretty strong. Getting rid of a monkey is pretty strong. Night Stretcher for another Dreepy. Lively Stadium is gone. Doesn't make a huge difference because they've Countercatcher. They could Countercatcher again, I guess. But Polt doesn't tend to play more than 2 Countercatchers. So most likely they are just Phantom Diving here. They aren't going to put the 60 on Psyduck because at this point, nothing's happening there. They don't have time to set it up, and they don't want to give me a prize by popping it at this point, so Psyduck is kind of just here to stay. So they'll probably put the damage nowhere. But I had game next turn, which was fine. I don't think really there's any real way they could have split the damage to not give me game. Because they would have killed my monkey, but my hand stayed the same. So then I bench monkey, attach from hand, move 60 damage across to kill their Dracloak, which is why I put 30 damage on it. But I also put 30 damage on the Fez just in case they tried to hide behind anything. I had something at a target for attacking, and I would take 3 prizes. Yeah, that was just we bullied them there a bit, just getting rid of stuff they needed. Which, you know, nice. I'm not pro bullying. I promise I'm not. I promise I'm not pro bullying. Now the fossil gets to be a living Pokemon again. I'm out here legitimately trying to start Jurassic World with the amount of dinosaurs I just showed up to this dude, and I was like, here, make these dinosaurs be alive. And what was that? That was crazy. I like a Yveltal lead. I like a Yveltal lead. I like a Yveltal lead. It was not letting me drag out my guards. Ooh, Mega Lucario. The only thing we're missing is energy, but we'll trolley. Probably Lily. Do I want Kanga out, actually? Actually, I don't think we bench Kangas here. Because their 130 plus their premium power is 150 means they knock Kanga for weakness. So I actually don't think we put Kangaskhan down in this matchup. Another monkey for sure. Hetch, I think, is a big player here. Because they can boss us to make sure nothing gets stuck. I don't know, actually. I don't know. I guess we'll just leave a spot open. Yeah, we'll just leave a spot open for now. What do we get rid of here? Bravery Charm's gotta go there. Jurassic Luminosity, absolutely. Turbo Energize! You said you're, Welsh, you're trying to get all 6 shiny at the same time, right? Is that... Do you have any that are shiny right now? Oh, that's all 30. No shiny Tyrants. That is 120. Gonna wait to do that fair. Dude, this art is just, it's so good. The art is just so good. Like, it's so cool. They did offset their -30, so they are knocking out Yveltal. Which is fine. We're just gonna pop up and Claw of Darkness them, I guess. Does nothing for them in this matchup, but just getting it out of their hand. Or a jab. I mean, maybe we honestly should have Bravery Charmed here. Make sure they survived. Could have been an interesting thought. No Premium Power Pro for you. Bum, bum. What do they do? Just attach a balloon? Planning to retreat here? I guess attack with this Riolu could be something. Ba-da-da-dum, bum. And by this Riolu, I do mean evolving this Riolu into a Lucario. They might grab Secret Box? Oh no, they're playing Hero's Cape. Okay. Evolve the bench one and Hero's Cape it, which will make it 440 HP. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so if we get Energy Switch, we could just terminal them. Which would be kind of fun. Or even Penny could have also done it for us. No, actually Penny couldn't have, because that was our attachment for turn. I mean, we're a little cooked in the long term. I'm not, like, stupid here, right? Yeah, I was like, it doesn't stop you from doing that. I mean, they still get the knock here. So then we'll have to play it by ear going forward. I don't think they'll Iono us, but we'll go ahead and put that down. I mean, Blood Moon could also do it for us. If they take the 3 here, they go down to 2 prizes. Should have benched Blood Moon, actually. Blood Moon was the better bench there. I was thinking too far behind. I was not thinking far enough ahead. Because that actually was the play, I just was not thinking of it. But I was like, in case they play Iono, only put down Fez, but I should have put down Fez and Bear. Does that get them there? No, that still doesn't get them there. That puts them to 160? No, that does put them there. No. I'm thinking of what's their face that only punches for 100? Garchomp. I would like to shuffle the deck if possible. Oh, even better. I don't even need to shuffle the deck. Cool. Cool. Who needs to shuffle the deck when you just top deck an S-Ball? What more do you need? What more do you need? Just top deck the S-Ball. Oh. Megas are so dumb. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow. It's too good. Turn this jaw fossil into a Pokemon. Alright, show me what you got. I don't love this hand, so I think we are going to start Mega Kanga to get the draw. Potentially get an Arvin, get a Precious Trolley down. We do have an S-Ball, so we can at least, you know, put something down on the field. But I would like to... I mean, Arvin, so that way I can also get a Turbo Energize and actually set up our field. Set up our board. No idea. This, I mean, this could be anything. This could be Raging Bolt. This could be Parabox. This could be Jungle. Probably mean Jungle since they played Bug Catcher. Yep, Jungle. Well, I mean, it might not be. They might not be playing the Venusaur. They might just be playing the Chikorita with the Ogre Pawn. Why this? I guess they didn't want damage on the Fez? Oh, what a top deck. What a top deck. I did not mean to run Aaron. I was like, I'm gonna Nest Ball first. And then I just clicked buttons. And then I just... and then I just clicked buttons! No big deal! No big deal! I love clicking buttons! It's my favorite pastime! Energy Switch is prized. How much energy I got? 6, 7. Missing... Nope, all of our energy's here. We have a prized stadium. Oh, Energy Switch is in hand. Haha. Haha. So funny. So funny. Imagine an Eerie right now. We won't. We'll wait till they have more cards in hand to give us potential of a better target. I mean, at least we got energy out. That's the big thing. We got energy out. We're not floundering about. We're not floundering about. No shiny Tarantum. Now this is a hand that I want to hit a hit an Eerie on. Although right now we do have a big problem, which is Kangaskhan is kind of stuck inactive. Unless we get Petch, Latias, or a Penny. Need a couple things to get our friend Mega Kangaskhan out of active. Although also Mega Absol probably shouldn't have been our attacker. I was thinking like, oh, let's get stuff out of their hand, but I'm like, oh, same issue that we were having with Rocket is the weakness to grass. They might just boss and kill it right now. Can you? Or not boss? They already used their. Because that's our that's just a kill to Absol with weakness. I mean, I can't energy switch though, which is cool. That's just trolley. So I could attack with Absol. I don't know that I like that. Or I could energy switch and attack with Kanga, but I mean next turn they kill Kanga. If we don't flip a heads. We would need to flip a heads. Oh, both Petch and Latias are prized. Both Petch and Latias are prized. That's incredible. That's incredible. All right, well, let's flip a heads, shall we? Let's flip heads. I think we do go for an Eerie this turn. Just a counter catcher. But we do get to see their hand. Mega Venusaur, Chikorita, Meganium, which does happen. Lily and 2 energy. Yeah, they're cooking. We're cooked next turn. Please flip heads. Give me something. Of course. Of course. We're cooked. We're cooked. We're cooked. We're cooked. Because if we had Latias or Petch, there was a world where we Yveltal and clutch the Fez. We don't want to clutch anything else because the other stuff can either attack us or evolve, and it breaks the clutch. Clutch only is on the active Pokemon, or the defending Pokemon. As soon as this Bulbasaur evolves into an Ivysaur, it's no longer the defending Pokemon that we clutched. Although, actually, is this different wording than Maractus? Hold up a second. This might be different wording than Maractus. I don't think it is, though. No, it's the same wording, so yeah. Because corner doesn't stick over an evolution. 300 damage. That's a lot of damage. Uh-huh. Wow, that's pretty... Wow, that's pretty bad. I was about to say. Got 2 more energy in hand in deck. This is not great. This is not great. I do think we lose this in the long term. The only way we win this is if we counter catcher up Mega Venusaur and we hit 4 heads off of a Kanga. Because otherwise, this just does 300 and kills Kangaskhan. Because how much damage did they do literally last turn? They did 300 damage, so that just kills Kangaskhan. So I mean, we could corner or counter catcher this and go for... I mean, they have so much energy there. I was like, I can just get energy off the board. The way around that is to get down a Stadium and a Bravery Charm. That only gives us 2 prizes, which is, you know, not enough. So I think really our win con... Or actually, is it you? You make energy too. You don't do anything. You just move energy around. Actually, so yeah, we just kill Meganium. Never mind, we just kill Meganium. I don't know why I'm saying Meganium like that. Have a good night, Welsh. Thanks for swinging through. Hope to see you tomorrow for the hardcore. We'll be live at 7 p.m. EST, so an hour earlier than I was live today. This is between grass Pokemon, right? No, it's to any of their Pokemon. Oh no! I didn't read. Were you just going to try and retreat that? Did you not read what I did? They just tried to retreat. They didn't read what I did. Neither side of the board is reading. Neither side of the board is reading. I mean, you should just Cruel Arrow me here. But, I mean, that is 100% what you should do. You should just Cruel Arrow my... This is what, does 100 damage? Yeah, you should just Cruel it 3 times. How is that even like a thought? Although, what? What did you do? That's so dumb. Okay, sure. Okay, sure. That's crazy that they chose not to do that. We could penny up Absol, get the energy back. That feels pretty good. I added them down to 3. Yeah, we'll just get it off the field. And we'll clutch. The Duro! Which, again, this was so stupid of them. Do you not realize the benefit of having Fez? You could have just been sniping my Kanga over 3 turns and just absolutely destroyed me. You even re-benched it. Why would you re-bench it? Why do you not know what Cruel Arrow would have been your best friend? 3 snipes. That would have been so cool of you. I would have applauded. Instead, you gave me nonsense. And not even the Sabrina Carpenter kind. But again, I am pretty sure we just lose here. It's going to be tough to make anything happen here. It's going to be real tough to make anything of note happen here. So we'd already energy switched, so... I mean, I guess Iono to 2. That's pretty good. Counter catcher, make them waste another energy. Maybe we can get an Iono to 1. Let's do that. Let's go for that. Burn, 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 burn. All right, did we get a shiny? No shiny. They do get to retreat only for 2 due to the game. I was expecting a retreat there, actually. Okay. I was expecting a retreat. Enhanced Hammer does nothing for us. We've used both my counter catchers, so we do need to boss here. Get rid of you at least. Please, oh please, give me a stadium. Please, oh please, give me a stadium. Cool. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. I didn't want a stadium anyways. I didn't want a stadium anyways. Well, there's the stadium. I just didn't want them to be able to set up another Meganium since we had boss and we couldn't reset their hand to 1. Well, that's the game. That's the game. Sometimes you lose them. I feels like this just has to be a bad matchup for us, though. Our main attacker is weak. That just feels like that has to be a bad matchup for us, though. But that's also just a bad deck in the majority of the meta. So it's not something like you really expect to see a whole lot. I would love to see someone do something cool with it. I've been saying it since they released the Mega Venusaur. I would love to see someone do something cool with it. But I mean, I guess if Absol Box like really took off, like became like the BDIF, we could see that have a big thing. Like when we had so much Goldango in the format, for instance. If Absol did that to an event, Absol had that like what was its meta share at what it was what it was ever directly after Worlds, and at Worlds too it had a high meta share. But I mean, then everyone was like, Typhlosion is the way to deal with it. But the Goldango of if Absol became the Goldango like Metashare, Venusaur could be the like Typhlosion of it all. Why does their deck sparkle? My deck sparkled earlier and their deck sparkled this time. Love opening the Psyduck. Cool. I love opening the Psyduck. They're also... Oh, they opened the Hawlucha. Never mind. I feel worse for them. I feel worse for them. Okay. Let's just hope they cannot get a Badoo going. Oh, they get down a balloon. No! My technical machine turbo energize! Arvin, thanks for bringing back my technical machine turbo energize. Just give me a pass. Just give me a pass. Pass. No Badoo. No Badoo. No Badoo. Let's go. Aw, chat, we're cooking with fire. We're cooking with fire. With fire? I mean, isn't that the way you cook? No! Where's our trolley? That's fine. We'll double Nestball. Nestball Absol. Rid of a monkey, Nestball Kanga? Nestball Petch? Nestball Petch, so that way we can... Yeah. 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 I don't think we want a stadium right now. I want to make sure it can't be bumped for when they get closer, being able to have something that could kill Patch. Whereas right now it would be too easy for them to pop Patch. Burm. Time to recon for Drakloak. Recon for Drakloak. Recon for Drakloak. Recon for Hilda. Cypher Maniac and Bolt? You only get one of the cards, you don't get both of them. So you're putting a card to the bottom of your deck. I mean, maybe there's something to do there. That's crazy. What is Cypher doing in Bolt? There's no, like... What? You're a supporter? You have draw, that's what? I'm so... It seems so bad. That seems so bad. No energy attachment. Rough. Rough. Yeah, Absol's here. And we get rid of that card in your hands. What was it? Was it something good? Well, not really. I would actually have been fine with you having that. I actually would have been fine with you keeping that in your hand. It doesn't really do anything for you. Recon. Let's just hope they don't find a Lily. I just don't want them to be able to refill their hand. Let's go. Let's go. Things you love to see. Things we're loving seeing. I don't know that matters. I don't know that damage ever matters. We'll put the nest ball in hand for next turn. Yeah, there's no benefit of a turbo energize right now. They knock this. This is a free 2 prize. They have to punch this twice. So we'll put that there. Yeah. Oh, darkness. They can Ultra Ball whatever they pick up and Turo to be able to get another Dracloak, so I'm going to say no Ultra Ball. You can keep Turo. You can keep your Turo. You can keep your Turo. No shiny! I wasn't expecting there to be one, though. I'm not expecting to see a shiny Tyrantrum until minimum 3K. Again, just hoping they don't get a Lily. Which, I mean, we're in a pretty good position here that even if they do, it's not the end of the world. Let's go. Let's go. Like, we had them just kind of held down already. There wasn't much they could do to, like, make anything happen. So, I'm actually A-okay with that. I've actually been having a lot of fun with the Absol deck tonight. This is the first night I've really actually sat here and played it a decent amount. I actually am kind of having a blast playing this deck. I like that there's, like, so many different paths. Because I think that's where I was kind of getting, like, a little burnt, or, like, a little bored with, like, I don't know, with Goldango Rocks, because it feels so linear. Set up the Soul Rock, attack with the Soul Rock, swap into the Goldango when you can, but I mean, keep it out. Whereas, like, I like the old Goldango build a little bit more, because I don't know, maybe it's, and this could be crazy, maybe it's because it was a little bit scarier. It's like, oh no, I might have to put a 2-prizer in active. Oh no, I might not have something to be able to, a single prizer to attack with. I don't know, maybe that is kind of an insane thought process. Why is this doing the sparkly thing? What does that mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Yeah. Cool. 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 Okay. I mean, they have nothing that they're going to be able to, like, hit me with. I'm just hoping that they don't have a good turn. Okay, well, they already have a better turn than I did. I was just hoping they wouldn't have a good turn. Chat, this is our 3,000th and 300th reset in Pokemon Soul Silver happening right now. Happening right now. Do we get the shiny Chikorita? We'll look at it last. Totodile. Cyndaquil. No shiny Chikorita. 3,300. Oh, we got to go to 3,333 tonight, right? That's true. Are they just TM Evoing the one Ralts? Okay, that's at least slightly better for me. It's not fantastic. We can't do anything about it. But I'm at least not item locked, which is always a positive. And I really hate to attach Mist Energy to Monkey Dory. That feels so bad. That feels so bad. But I mean, I don't really need Mist Energy for a lot in this matchup. I mean, it helps stop... Actually, no, because Mist Energy just stops the effects. Damage is not an effect, so it doesn't stop anything, actually, in this matchup. Alright. Ooh, not the gear. Not the gear. Do we ever want to clutch? Maybe we send Yveltal up. Maybe we pet Yveltal up. Mist energy on Yveltal. That way we can also keep the monkeys safe in case they decide to attack. That way also next turn we can push into Kanga. Get some better draw going. Yeah. I think I could see that being stronger. It also puts some damage onto Yveltal that we can mind or Adrenaline Brain Potential. Some potential synergy there. Not a ton. Because I mean there is no way for us to attach, and there we can attach twice in this, but potential for some sort of synergizing. Energize! I mean we could attach Energy Switch, but that feels not worth it for 10 damage. I don't know. Could be important down the road. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Right now the plan is free retreat into Kangaskhan, run errand for 2 to hopefully hit. The best case scenario is we hit energy boss and we can boss Kirlia. You know, that's like best case scenario. I do have 1 psychic in discard right now. That was Giratina, wasn't it? Pretty sure that was Giratina. They are checking. They are either thinking hard or they are checking their prizes. What do they do? They shuffled their... Did they lose connection? They might have lost connection, actually. No way you Ultra Ball for nothing. On turn 2. They had to have lost connection. Or the deck glitched out. Actually, that is most likely what happened, is PTCGL glitched out on them. Which is kind of unfortunate. This was a pretty evenly sided game right now. Like none of us had like an incredible turn 1. I had a good turn 2. They potentially could have had a really strong turn 2. But that unfortunately does not seem to be the case. I'm imagining either game glitched out on them and they Alt F forward, or they lost connection or Alt F forward for some reason. But it's just going to pass. I mean, I'm still going to play the game as if they're here, because you kind of got... I mean, we could go for another team or Energize, actually. That's stronger? Surely it isn't. Is it? Would that be better? No, because I mean, in a situation like this, we want to take... If they were actually here, we want to take advantage of them having just 1 Kirlia there. We are unable to take advantage of it. I mean, we still could pull Yveltal up and go for the Turbo Energize. Which I do kind of dig. I don't anticipate our opponent is still here, though, so... This is all just what would I have actually done in this. I think this is best. I actually don't know if it would have been, in this situation, if we would have wanted to push the 20 damage. Actually, we should have probably held on to the 20 damage. Because then we have 40 that we could potentially play around with. That might actually be more impactful. But if the situation was like that, I still think it is correct to try and go for the swing. Had we hit energy, we could have geared, but since we didn't, I think it was better to just turbo energize. No, tyrants or tyrants. 240 we have seen tonight. When it passes back to me, game will just end. Opponent was inactive for too long. A win is a win is a win. Can you imagine if that happened at an actual real-life challenge? You're sitting there, you play your turn, you're like, all right, I'm going to attach energy there, and I'm going to pass. And your opponent just stares at you. And then the judge walks up and goes, sorry, they've been inactive for too long. You win. Okay, cool. Cool. I'll go turn in the match slip. They just passed out, yeah. They're just like, you've got the win, and you're like, shouldn't we call a medic? And they're like, nah, they've been inactive for too long. Sorry. What? My opponent is going to decide to go second. Oh, my opponent's going first. Nice. I've got no Pokemon. Nice. This would have been a good going hand second if we just had a basic and if this was a dark energy. Been a good going hand. Good going second hand. And just one mulligan. I don't hate the monkey lead. I mean, I hate the rest of my hand. I do like having turbo energized, but no energy, no Arven to search out basics. Oh, great. I don't even know what we would want to top deck. Honestly, Lily. Lily or Iono is what I would want to top deck here. Because Arven only gets me one piece. Because I need both energy and a way to search out basics. So yeah, the best top deck here would be... and it's Jungle Dump. I don't want that. That's a rough matchup. Turn this Jaw Fossil back into a Pokemon. Yikes. I mean, I guess we don't get anything we Eerie, and hopefully we can just slow them down a little bit to give ourselves another turn. But a Lily, if we get Lily, we attach Turbo Energize, and we just hope. We bench Petch if we get Lily or Iono. Yikes. Yikes. Cool. Okay. I don't think Rare Candy gives you a whole lot, so let me just get rid of Earthen Vessel, actually. Get you no energy to work with. I don't want to poison the Yveltal because I don't know when I'll be able to heal them. I don't want to do that. Fortunately, that is a one-time use of that Eerie. I do have a Pokemon fossil. Take this jaw fossil. Petrol, maybe for a vessel? To get themselves, energy? I don't know. I actually don't know what they would want here. Seeker box if they play it? Oh, Precious Trolley is their ace spec. Interesting. I mean, I'm still at the same position I was last time. Like, I need to top deck Lily or Iono. Lily or Iono is my dream. Cool. Goal! Which is why we didn't subjugate and change Yveltal. They would just be taking damage for no reason right now. Which is not what we want. Not what we want. I mean, at least my opponent is also having a pretty slow go of it. I don't think their go is... Yo, can I have that Lily? Hold up a second. Can I have that Lily? Rare candy? We knew that. We didn't take that away from them. Oh, sad days. Sad days. Sad days. Period. Leave shadow. Shower. Cool. 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 Please. Are you kidding me? That's the best you could give me? I should have counter catcher. Actually, no. Counter catcher is better when I can. That's fine. That was fine. That was fine. You're just in such a bad spot. Another rare candy. Cool. Cool. I love that. That's so cool. You're so cool. I wish I was as cool as you are with your super strong deck. Well, I'll just finally top deck the Lily here, and at this point it's way too late to matter. Cool. Ah, my hand slipped. Don't know how that happened. How did that happen? How did I accidentally penny for game? How'd that happen? I can't believe that happened. Look, I love to take myself out on my own ways, you know? No blue dinosaur. No blue dinosaur. 270 dinosaurs have been seen. I like this is a shiny hunt. This is a good shiny hunt to do during TCG stuff. This is a really good shiny hunt to just look at dinosaurs. Look at fossils. I'm a fan of it. I'm a fan of it. And we'll be doing these shiny hunts for a while because we need 2 Tyrantums. Then we need 2 Auroras. And then we need 1 Aerodactyl. Yeah, we need 2 Tyrants. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think of the word Tyrant. I was like, 2 of these things. 2 dinos. Yeah, 2 Tyrants, 2 Amoras, which are getting full odds, and then 1 Aerodactyl. So that is 5 hunts that we need to do. So we will be doing these for a while. Okay, this is a decent hand. I hate Blood Moon open, but we can always penny this later and get our energy back too, which is nice. So I would really love a, this is also Guardy. I would love to see a Arven, a Nest Ball, Precious Trolley, Absol. I just need to get an Absol down so that way we can turbo energize. But because right now this is not terrible. This is not terrible. Also, if anyone was like, how did you know that was Gardevoir? Because they Earthen Vesseled Psychic Energy. No deck is going to Earthen Vessel Psychic Energy when they have 6 cards in their hands except for Gardevoir. Why you got to be an Eerie? Why is it got to be an Eerie? Come on. Come on. Research. Could go for a Eerie on this turn because they have a full hand. Just potentially get rid of some of their items. I mean, there's no real strong items they would have in their hand, especially since they didn't play any. I guess let's see what they got. Rare Candy, Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball's pretty good. They'll Lily. Maybe they'll Iono us. Actually, they probably won't Iono us. They see what we have here. They see what we have going on here. They aren't gonna Iono us. They know good and well we've got a dead hand. They are not going to Iono us. They top decked Nest Ball because we didn't see Nest Ball before. And with a Lily in hand, they are not going to Iono us. They are not going to give us cards. I'd be surprised if they retreat the monkey here. Because that's darkness energy you had established. I mean, I guess it's fine. You can establish it again later. And keeping me item locked is probably stronger. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Mega Kangaskhan's something. That is a Pokemon. That is a Pokemon. One Absol was prized. All of our Arvens were there. Cool. 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 We're still stuck in active, by the way. Unless we top deck a Penny. I mean, Penny would be best case scenario. Penny gets both of his energies back. Unlike Professor Turo, Penny will only pick up basic Pokemon. We only play basic Pokemon. But unlike Turo, which discards anything attached to it, Penny, we put all attached cards back into our hand. So the energy comes back into our hand. If we had a Bravery Charm on it, it comes back into our hand. Anything that's on the Pokemon, as long as it's a basic Pokemon, Penny will pick up, which is really nice. Which is the benefit, the strength of it versus Turo. Turo can pick up any Pokemon. Penny can only pick up basic Pokemon. Which is why Turo tends to get more play, because very rarely do decks only play basic Pokemon. So honestly, top deck here for Penny would be best. Okay. We'll steal Lily, see if we can get some other cards. We don't even get a Lily, or a Penny. We do get a Trolley if we can ever use it. We can't, but if we ever could. These 3 items would be super strong. I mean, right now they're just going to slowly set up. They're going to get their Guardy here. If they can evolve this, they will. Yeah, good for them. Both the Gardevoir matches we've had tonight, we haven't even lost because Guardy is the best deck. We've lost because our deck just has bricked. Which is kind of unfortunate, you know, because it was like I said earlier, I guess we played Guardy 3 times. The second time we did beat Guardy, but the person, whatever happened, the opponent was inactive for too long. And I was really excited about it because I was like, oh, we both had similar setups where nothing too crazy happened in our first turn. And I was really excited to play that matchup. And then it didn't happen. And I was really excited again, kind of to test this matchup, and we still didn't get a good setup. Which sucks. Positive here is we do get to set up our bench here. Because we can boss his order to get rid of the item lock. Who do we want to kill? Maybe just kill a monkey? Because, I mean, we get to pull... We get to get Kangaskhan inactive and we get to attack. I think we just kill a monkey. I think that is best case scenario here. We just kill a monkey. Yeah, I think that's just best case scenario is we just kill a monkey. I don't know if it's best case scenario. Close to kind of worst case scenario, if you ask me. I give that extra energy so that way you can't really kill me super easy. Cool. Darkness energy. Nice. 3, 4, 5. Potentially still 2 darkness energy in deck. Can work with that, potentially. Potentially. This is rough. We're in a pretty bad spot. We're in a pretty bad spot right now. I'm not gonna lie. I know it does kind of suck. I didn't want to keep that boss. Didn't want to use that boss to unlock my items. And also having energy was pretty nice. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? Because they punch for 160 plus whatever they push over. I mean, they just take 3 prizes here. Best case is we can get an energy on Absol this turn. Which sucks that that's best case. Is we get an energy on Absol. But they probably take 5 prize cards pretty soon. Especially if we can't get this Blood Moon out of here. Because they're going to get Darkness Energy attached. Easily push 60 to kill Blood Moon. And then they punch 160 into Kangaskhan, which brings it to 240. They next turn push 60 to kill it. This game is pretty much a lock for them right now. Top decking boss, I think, would actually be best case here. Yeah, top decking boss would be best case here. And we could boss and go for Yvel. Actually not boss. We would need Penny, actually. I would need Penny to give myself room. Penny would be great. Are you just going to punch Absol? That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. Are you going to kill Blood Moon? Well, actually, can you kill Blood Moon here? Did they get Darkness Energy? No, they didn't get Darkness Energy yet. I mean, it's in their discard. But, dude, why is Guardy so slow? And it's not the player. It's just, like, Gardevoir on TCGL is so slow because it has to move the counter, move the energy, then hit the damage. It's awful. I really need to get Penny. Turbo Energize. I know they take 3 here. Alright, they take 2 prizes here, but I think I'm okay with that. I think we penny Absol. Oh, we can't even team energize them because of stupid Jellicent. Stupid Jellicent. I hate Jellicent so much. Jellicent is the worst thing to happen to me personally. Can you just give me 2 heads? Thank you! Thanks, that's so kind of you, actually. Hold up a second. That was so kind of you, TCGL. I wasn't expecting kindness. I wasn't expecting kindness today. I wasn't expecting kindness today. All right, let's look at our fossils. No shinies. I mean, we're still in a very bad spot. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. We're still in a very bad spot. That was pretty hype. But right now, like, things aren't good for us. Things are not good for us. They could be. We only need a couple things to go right here for things to be in a pretty okay spot for us. Screamtail is going to murder our Absol here, though, which is pretty sad. Because 80 times 2 is 160. So they are going to murder Absol here, so we are going to be pretty upset about that. I stop at 60. That's only 120. Oh, that's enough. But I mean, the 60 versus 80 doesn't super matter for them because I still have enough damage here to Monkey Dory across to kill them. So stopping it there doesn't really matter because we were going to push 30 across anyways. There is a world where we flip 2 heads and we do win here if we can get boss. There is a world where we could actually win. There is a world where we could actually win here. Which is kind of crazy. Which is kind of crazy. What is this? Once your player may discard an energy card from their hand in order to draw cards until they have as many cards in their hand as they have Psychic in play. So I can discard this and draw 1 card. It's kind of funny. Sure, let's do that. Let's draw 2 cards. Sure. That sounds fun. That sounds like a good time. And then we draw 3, and then we can look at 7. So we get to look at our next 10 cards, potentially find boss. And we just have to flip 2 heads. Okay. No! 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 Make them discard 4 cards. Could be big. Sure. Let's make them discard 4 cards. We already ran Aaron, right? I hope we ran Aaron already. I hope we run an... I don't think we did, actually. I didn't run Aaron yet. I could have drawn 2 more cards. That's rough. That's rough for us. We did kind of misplay that. Don't be boss. Don't be boss. Don't be boss. We're fine. We weren't going to hit it anyways. Sure. Okay, we wouldn't have flipped 2 heads, so it's fine. It's fine. We wouldn't have flipped 2 heads anyways. Alright, time to get Iono'd to 1. Actually, how many Ionos do they have left? They still have 2 Ionos. 4 cards in their deck. 3 cards in their deck, 4 cards in their hand. They need to do 330 damage to kill Mega Kangaskhan and take the game. Could be pretty easy with a Driftblim if they're playing the Driftblim build. But since they're playing the Jellicent, I don't know. I don't know if you see Driftblim in the Jellicent build as much. We haven't seen any... Oh, they could just go for a coin flip. That actually would be pretty cool. I hope they do that. I hope they go for the coin flip, actually. I want them to go for the coin flip and win the game. If they have to win the game. Also, Emerson, how are you doing? Welcome on in. If they win the game and they win it off of 3 heads, 250, 300. No, they need 4 heads. 3 heads. They need 3 heads. That would be kind of funny, though. I would absolutely applaud them for doing it. I could not even be upset about it. Could not even be upset about it. Interesting. They're trying to not increase the amount of damage they're putting on themselves? Because why attach the darkness energy there? Oh, unless you're planning to attack with Miracle Force? Which seems interesting. Maybe my math is wrong. Maybe, do they have it here? No, there's only 290. Right? Yeah. They're 100 shy. Oh, but that puts them at perfect damage. That's pretty good. Alright, we will run Aaron for 2. We will Pokegear. We got Iono'd last turn and put 7 cards down. We know there's at least 2 boss in there. And we whiff them both! Aw, that's super unfortunate. That's super duper unfortunate. Wow, that's pretty sad, actually. We can potentially fix our math here a little bit, though, with an energy switch. We energy switch over, push 30, and then I only need 1 head flip, actually? I only need 1 head flips, actually, with this play. This actually could win us the game. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's go! Let's go! The crowd goes wild! That's crazy. What a game! That we were playing from behind that entire game. And a clean 1,000 damage done. That was honestly... That was a great game of Pokemon. That was a great game of Pokemon, if I do say so myself. And I do. I said it. Verbally. Alright, I think that might be about it for me tonight. How many more fossils do I have here? How many more fossils do I have to do here in this batch? Oh, was that legitimately my last fossil? That's crazy. That was my last fossil. What great timing. No shinies in that batch. Chat, tonight we looked at 330 Tyrants. 330 for a stream's pretty good, I think. That's pretty solid for 2 hours. I can live with that, and we went up a lot more on our Soul Silver soft resets. I think I'll do 3 more soft resets really quickly, just to finish on 25. And then whenever we stream next, we'll get to 33333. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to be live at 7 p.m. EST. We're going to be doing Pokemon Black Hardcore. Finally returning to that. We took a big break from that to play through Legends ZA. But I'm really excited to get back to our hardcore run. We're about halfway through the game right now. And then I'll be back on... I'm taking Thursday off. We'll be back on Friday to play around with the new decks. There's a couple I already know I want to play around with that I'm really excited about. And that's also why I'm choosing not to stream on Thursday, so that way I can play around with the decks a little bit on Thursday. And kind of feel a little bit more acquainted with what decks I really want to, like, dive into and play. And then Saturday I'm going to a challenge, potentially, so there'll be no stream then. And next week, who knows? Next week, who knows? We do have a new trailer next week, which is pretty exciting. But yeah, if you haven't already, please make sure you subscribed over on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@PokemonWizard. I'm working on a name change. I wanna make the name a little bit more unique-ish without having Pokemon in the name. It was originally PokeWizard, but then it didn't like that, so I had to do Pokemon Wizard, which I'm like, I don't want Pokemon in the name, which Poke was already a bit too much, so I'm trying to come up with what I want to do there. So that name will probably be changing at some point before the end of the year. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna get out of here. And I'm gonna go mumble some more. All right, see you later, chat. Bye-bye.